As Jenny said, my name is Miriam Bjorkhem, and on behalf of the National Library of Sweden, it is my pleasure and honor to welcome you to the EURIG meeting of 2025. Let's see. I'm the manager of a unit called Metadata and National Bibliography, and that's where Katarina and Liv works. And they are the masterminds behind arranging everything at this meeting, so I've been just sitting back. But we also had great help of some of the unit colleagues, and for example, Eva-Karin Annemark, who's holding the chat function here, keeping that in order, and Monica Lindén, who is doing the streaming. So thank you all who are participating in making this happen. When the location for this year's EURIG meeting was decided, we were quite excited, and we were eager to be able to offer you something like this, because this is Stockholm in spring, and that's how it's supposed to look. But the weather in May in Stockholm is unpredictable, and also almost as unpredictable as renovation work. And I don't know, many of you saw on the way in, but for those attending via link, I took a picture on my way in. So this is what it looks like today. Unfortunately, not a cool Christo installation, but rather, us getting a facelift a little bit late for you. But next year, perhaps, when you arrive here, it will be all beautiful. I wanted to say a few short words about the National Library, and then leading on to the international collaboration. So bear with me if you have been here several times and already know everything about the National Library of Sweden. Let's see, I'll change to this beautiful, this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay, our library is both a national library and a government agency under the Ministry of Education. It's headed by a national librarian, Karin Grönvall, and is the workplace for about 350 people scattered on many different sites in and outside of Stockholm. Many, but 5 or 6. We, building on the legal deposit laws of Sweden, we collect, preserve, and give access to almost everything that is published in Sweden. Since 2012, also I have to say this slow, illegal deposit laws. So easy to say illegal there, but the illegal deposit laws which poses new challenges for us, of course. KB is also tasked with promoting development and collaboration within the Swedish library sector, and we administrates and develops the Swedish library catalog called Libris, which contains a lot of bibliographic information which adheres to RDA and blah, blah. You get where I'm going. The National Library, which my unit is, it takes care of, is a very important piece of that metadata. KB, of course, also have a lot of international collaborations. Some are only because keeping up to date about international development and giving us a voice in the international context. For example, we participate in IFLA and LIBER, NAPLE, and so on. But some of the international collaborations are crucial to our operations. And of course, I'm thinking of operations regarding metadata, classifications, cataloging standards, and so on. And here, of course, are the IFLA, UBC, Universal Bibliographic Control Sections, EDUG, Nordic Networking Group on Bibliographic Infrastructure, and EURIG. So, since its inaugural meeting, EURIG has met in many European cities and moving on, and also met virtually. It has not been held in Stockholm since 2013, but I managed to find a picture of it. And as you can see, some of us were on duty already then. I still think I got those genes, actually, but it says more about me than about EURIG. But I wanted to conclude with, in those introductions, it's common to praise collaboration for its own sake. And of course, we are stronger together. But in my experience with, for example, the EURIG context, I want to raise the value of our meetings, even if we can't agree on solutions that fit all and so on. This forum is so important as it allows for discussion, debate, inspiration, and support. And as I have took part in the very early EURIG meetings, it was a bit, we were all trying out what is the kind of a group is this and so on. And I'm happy to see that it has grown to a strong group, and I hope it will continue to prosper. I know that our institution had not been where it is right now without EURIG, and we would have been much at loss and have not had this network of colleagues to turn to when we are wondering about things and so on. So, thank you, EURIG, for visiting us, and I hope your 2 days here will be just as rewarding and prosperous and giving as they have been for us. Thank you for those attending here in the room, and also thanks to you who are attending via link. Thank you.